What is going on, YouTube? It's Tyler from Mission War, where it's my mission to lead you guys into the combat zone. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today, is leading you guys into the combat zone. We have a special event called Combat Drills that has just been live right now. And basically, long story short, we are going to be smoking some people in some PvP here. So hoping to find some commanders that actually are going to put up a good fight, and not just newer players that I'm going to roll right through. But I do need the points, so if I happen to stumble across some of their bases, I'm going to wipe them out. It's not like it didn't happen to me, so it is what it is. But I found an area where there's some commanders kind of staggered up north here. I'm going to move my troops. It's going to take a little while for them to get up there, so probably cut that part out. But we're going to go ahead and move our way up into, it looks like, here we go, level 12er. We're going to take all of our units up here. We're going after them. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so my units are in place here. We're going to go after this guy's base first, because it was on the way up to the level 12's base. So unfortunately, and it doesn't even look like he's in the unit's garrison, this is going to be a slaughter. But the points are what the points are. So without further ado, time to get smoked. The rocket artillery is a big help. But you can see even with level 4, I'm level 15. You can see how long it takes me to destroy his base. So what I'm actually going to do when we get up to level 12's base is, because he's going to be a pretty good fight, I'm going to drop my base up next to his so we can get into it. And I can keep producing the units if I lose them. Because I'll more than likely lose a couple units in that fight, if not a bunch of units. So I'm going to be dropping my base up there. There's a bunch of other low-end commanders up there that I'm going to probably wipe out as well. But I'm going to try to, for the sake of the video, stick to some competitive fighting here, just because this is just me smoking this guy's base. So the next fight should be relatively interesting, as his level is only slightly lower than mine, and the bases are set up so that just because I'm 1 or 2 levels higher than him doesn't mean I'm gonna smoke him. So we're gonna see what happens here. But yeah, looks like we're gonna wipe this guy off the map here, see how many points we end up accumulating out of it. Probably not a ton. Bye-bye to his base. He will be relocated somewhere else. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. So yeah, not a lot. Got to get to 24k before I get to the next point. So we are going to go up to the level 12's base. I'm going to drop my base up there. Let's get my units moving at least. All right. We have officially airlifted up into the region. Oh, all my units followed. Oh, even better. All right, let's pop this guy down. That's close enough. Once my base gets set up here, we're going to begin the assault. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Now, it looks like his units are actually not garrisoned at his base right now, which is not going to do him any favors. Let's see if there's anyone nearby. No. Yeah, again, like I said, that is not going to help him out in this fight. He is going to experience some trouble. Alright guys, so I've worked this guy's base down, and what we're going to do, because that was pretty lame, and I've got a clean house up here in this region, we're just going to show a compilation of me wrecking everybody's base here in a second. So you guys are going to get to see just me wrecking everybody's base, and then I'll try to find a place where I'm actually going to have a good fight with somebody to end this video out. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that here, but we are going to roll the compilation. Okay, so after me slaughtering all those poor innocent lower level commanders than me, I finally found somebody that actually has troops in his garrison, is only 2 levels below me. This is going to be a good fight. It's not, 2 levels below me does not necessarily mean that his units aren't as powerful as mine. Just means some of his buildings may not be as upgraded. So this should be a pretty good fight. He's got some good units. So we're going to drop our base literally right next to his here. And if he was online, he would definitely say that's definitely an indication I'm about to get attacked. And he is about to get attacked. So we are going to see here what we got in us here. And our base is pretty close here, so we should be able to pop on over there and keep a steady supply chain of our troops going to assault his base. But all of his units are going to garrison inside of there, and basically it's going to be a fight. So this is going to be interesting. I'm waiting for my Hetzers to heal up here, and then we are a go. All right, our Hetzers are all healed. Here we go. Let's launch the attack. It's going to be a fight. You can already see my Katishka rockets are taking a beating. Medium tanks taking a beating. We got to start getting these guys going here. As long as my medium tanks can hold long enough for me to keep supplying, and my heavy tanks can hold long enough for me to keep supplying, it looks like I'm going to get this thing done. My rocket artillery dying does not help my cause, but I got more on the way. Retrain now. I'm going to let them kind of gear themselves up for a minute. Let's get these guys starting to go here. Alright, I want to get these guys back in the action here. They're going right after him, of course. I couldn't pick my heavy tanks, the ones that could take the most damage. I already lost them. That is not good. So, one thing I'm hoping for is that if they defeat my attack here, which it looks like they're going to before I'm able to repull them on the field, I know that like when your base gets destroyed, it takes a while to heal up. So I wonder if that's going to go all the way back up, or if I have to actually complete the sequence. Because his unit should come back out here. I'm going to let these guys die. Let my attack force get re-healed up. You can see my reserve troop mount went down. I only have... I should be able to take out his base before I run out of reserves, but... Unless it, of course, resets here, which it doesn't look like it does. So that's kind of a good sign. Probably because we're still in the attack mode. He's an enemy of mine, so let's see if that holds long enough for me to get these guys going here. Okay, so I'm all fixed back up again here. You can see his base is slowly healing here, so we're going to get in the action. I'm actually going to send my Tiger Peas out there first. Kind of get them situated, and then I'll bring in the rest of the forces. I'm going to initiate the attack with the Tiger Peas here. Now I'm going to select all, and I'm going to bring the rest of them in, so hopefully they don't take out my rocket artillery. That's the key to staying alive. These guys will be able to hold for a little bit here. Let's see if we can start whittling them down. The sucky thing is they're in the main building, so they're garrisoned up pretty well, which means I can't take out any of the units inside defending it until I destroy it. But you can see my Tiger Peas are holding as good as they can right now. Ideally, the best case scenario is if they went after the medium tanks next. But it doesn't look like that probably won't happen. They'll probably take my rocket artillery out, which is going to stall the process here. Yeah, it looks like my Tiger Peas are probably going to die at the same time, too, which is going to make things even harder here. But we should be okay. I'm actually going to garrison my Hetzer unit now. And I'll garrison these guys, which makes them go after that, which now means that I can select all again, and let's bring them out. Let's get these guys going again, train them up. My medium tanks are taking a beating, but they'll be all right. Got all the units back in shape here. Hopefully my medium tanks can hold long enough for me to get another Tiger P on the field, and I can kind of do the same strategy. I'm actually going to take the mediums, and I'm going to garrison them. Oh, no, not an emoticon. Oh, it's not going to matter. They're done. Well, I was going to try to get that done before that happens. So I pulled back all my units to try to save some of them so I could kind of speed the process up here. But you can clearly see that his base is done for here in a minute. But yeah, this has been quite a siege so far. Some strategy involved, which yes, WARPATH has some strategy, so that is a good thing. Okay, we're back at full strength again here, so let's go ahead and roll the Tiger Peas out. Get them engaged. You can see we're going to take him out right here with that same strategy. Let's bring everybody else out. Tiger Peas will hold long enough for us probably to take his base down. Get the rocket artillery involved. Mr. Maid Commander, if you ever watch my video, I am sorry for the destruction of your base. But it is for the event, and I'm sure that if I leave my base out here, mine will be destroyed by somebody far better than I am. My Tiger Peas are going to hold long enough for me to get this done. So hopefully we'll be able to take out his reserve units afterwards here. I'll have to fight his whole army pretty much. But I think my units are probably a little bit stronger. Yep, there we go. We're going to select all. Let's engage his Tiger Pea right out of the gate. I should have engaged his Katishka rockets. That's a better strategy. Now let's take his... Yep, there we go. We got him on the run. We have got him on the run. All right. Well, that's an enemy down. Let's see how many points we ended up accumulating here. Wow. Not a lot. I need 24k, and I only got, out of that whole thing, only 10.5k. Well, it looks like we're going to have to go on another warpath, in the name, and wreck some commanders around the map. I know there's a space up here that has level 11 commanders. 2 of them, I should be able to take them out with relative ease. So that's where I'll be. Oh, wow. What's this? Level 13 units. We're going to go after them. All right, here we go. He left his troops out of his base, which leaves him pretty vulnerable, so I'm going to smoke him. We will definitely take out his rocket artillery first. Time to go. We'll allow them to do what they do best, which is rush units. Oh, wow, my T-34s are taking a beating. That's okay. He's not going to have anything left to garrison in his base, which means that it's going to be very difficult for him to kill me. One rocket barrage, and they're going to be done for. Alright, my T-34s may have taken a small beating there. Well, actually, what I'm going to do now that his base is completely undefended, we're going to take our Tiger Peas over here. And we're going to push them out the door. Oh, they're healing. That's huge. I forgot my officer. I think my officer skill is that on those guys. That is big. That is big. We'll get another one trained up too while we're in the middle of combat, because this should be pretty easy. Gonna engage with the Tiger Peas first. Select the rest of the guys. That way the artillery goes after the Tiger Peas. And now we will engage the rest of the units. And Spanner should be able to heal these guys continuously. I mean, you can only see it's only doing 70 damage, so I'm more than likely going to take this guy's base out in one go. Shouldn't have left his units out of his base. I mean, you saw how hard the last one was. It was level 13, just like this guy, and you know, I'm gonna wreck this guy's base pretty fast here. So, all right, and here we go. His base is done for. Bam. That'll be some nice points, you hope. But lesson to all you newer WARPATH players out there. Garrison your troops. You saw how hard it was for me to fight the last guy, and here I am. That was really, really easy. So, you know, somebody like me who's got this kind of army set up with level 15, you know, I don't have to worry about too many people coming in and wiping out my base unless it's a tag team or, you know, he does kind of what I did the first time around. But it is a lot harder when you garrison your troops. So make sure you do put those troops into your garrison. And, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed some of the PvP content. This obviously isn't all the PvP content in the game. There's quite a lot of things to do and a lot of events. And there's a big event called the Grand Showdown coming up, which is going to be pretty cool. So make sure you guys stick around. Do subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Comment whether you enjoy this type of content or not. And I will see you guys in the next one.